Tick tock tick, red turns green. Is this that flip or the start of a scene? Every candle feels like a question. Every heartbeat bets on direction. I'm caught in the curve of the line, right on the edge of the sign. Oh, turn or trend, they both bend, riding that swing till the very last. Stand up and down, again, again. Are we in a storm or a perfect friend? Turn or trend, they both bend. I can feel it in the air like wind blow right through. Break then blend, I just wanna dance it out. Turn or trend, screen glow bright, midnight dance. One more move, one more chance. Stop, lost tight, but my hope runs wide. Do I bail right now or let this ride? Every signal talks like it knows me. Every move could crown me or ghost me. I'm tracing the arc in my mind, chasing the shape I can't find. Hey, turn or trend, they both bend, riding that swing till the very last. Stand up and down, again, again. Are we in a storm or a perfect friend? Turn or trend, they both bend. I can feel it in the air like wind blow right through. Break then blend, I just wanna dance it out. Turn or trend, spin that doubt, round and round. Hear that hush in the crowd. Is it just a twist or the start of a run? I'm lost in the gust, but it feels like fun. Oh yeah. Turn or trend, they both bend, riding that swing till the very last. Stand up and down, again, again. Are we in a storm or a perfect friend? Turn or trend, they both bend. I can feel it in the air like wind blow right through. Break then blend, I just wanna dance it out. Turn or trend. Oh. Shots on the wall, coffee gone cold, finger on the trigger, heart runs bold. Tick tock tick, red turns green. Is this that flip or the start of a scene? Every candle feels dance it out. Turn or trend. Spin that doubt round and round. Hear that hush in the crowd. Is it just a twist or the start of a run? I'm lost in the gust, but it feels like fun. Oh yeah. Turn or trend, they both bend, riding that swing till the very last. Stand up and down, again, again. Are we in a storm or a perfect friend? Turn or trend, they both bend. I can feel it in the air like wind and blow right through. Break and blend. I just wanna dance it out. Turn or trend. Oh. Shots on the wall, coffee gone cold, finger on the trigger, heart runs bold. Tick tock tick, red turns green. Is this that flip or the start of a scene? Every candle feels like a question. Every heartbeat bets on direction. I'm caught in the curve of the line, right on the edge of the sign. Oh, turn or trend, they both bend, riding that swing till the very last. Stand up and down, again, again. Are we in a storm or a perfect friend? Turn or trend, they both bend. I can feel it in the air like wind blow right through. Break and blend. I just wanna dance it out. Turn or trend. Screen glow bright. Midnight dance. One more move. One more chance. Stop lost tight, but my hope runs wide. Do I bail right now or let this ride? Every signal talks like it knows me. Every move could crown me or ghost me. I'm tracing the arc in my mind, chasing the shape I can't find. Hey, turn or trend, they both bend, riding that swing till the very last. Stand up and down, again, again. Are we in a storm or a
Hey guys, good afternoon, everybody on stream now. Everybody's starting to watch the stream. Let me explain to you kind of what I'm trying to do today, and basically what I want to do going forward. Obviously, I want to trade with trend, right? So that means I want to be taking the red dots because we're underneath trend right now. But what I'm trying to do, and again, today is Monday. It's another thing I'm going to tell you is that Monday was actually probably the worst testing day that we had on the dots. Like today is actually sort of like the worst day to sort of try all of these things, which is why I'm doing it in the eval account. And you guys should all be doing it in the eval account. Today is not a day to trade funded accounts on a lot of these ideas. But what I'm trying to do is kind of a combo of the retrace and entry is I'm actually taking a 2 entry on the open, that is on, when the candle gives me the signal, and then 1 unit on the 4 or 5 point retrace. And the idea being is that, I'm either going to get full continuity, which most of these candles, by the way, have it. Like, in other words, 3 out of 4 of these candles are going to have full continuity on the open, which is why I want to have 2 on the open of the new candle. And some of them are going to have the retrace, and then the other ones are just going to just V-shape themselves out. Now, what's happening here is a pretty clear indication that the trend is really up, not down, right? What you're seeing here is that we're basically having a series of higher highs on the shorts, right? That's why we have the purple dots, and I am perfectly okay taking counter. Remember, I want to be long 3 out of 4 times in any NASDAQ position. So given a chance, 3 out of 4 times, I want to be long. I want to be long when I'm on the uptrend, and I want to be long when I'm in a counter trend on the downside. And now, how do I do this on the long and the counter trend downside? I'm literally going to just do the exact same thing as I showed you before. I'm going to take 2 over here on the entry, right? I'm going to use the exact same technique, but without the dots on this. And if this thing goes +5, great. If it comes back down -5 against me, which is like around -20, I'll buy 1 over here. And that averages me out. I'm going to put myself over here. You know, it works, it works. It doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I'm going to just sort of stay more positive than I am going to be negative. Now, you could say, you only want to stay positive when you have 3 candles up. Maybe. I'm perfectly okay just kind of taking almost every single green candle up. And you see how that resolves, and we're good to go. If this candle closes above this one on the close, I'll do it again. I'll go long 2, retrace 1, try to resolve it again, right? Right now, we don't have, remember, when we were fading, we want to have a series of lower lows to buy those things. When we are trending, we actually want a series of higher highs. I want these candles to be printing the close to be here above, not below, right? Or maybe I should actually think about buying to the thing. If you sort of assume that this is a positive trend and we're kind of crawling back up, maybe I want to be a buyer when it actually dips as a value buy instead of a momentum buy. But let's see. I mean, let's give it a shot here. The point being is, I'm actually trading. I'm not even following the rules that I showed you in the dot thing, for 2 reasons. One, because we're always much more positive than negative on equity side because of positive drift and because positive momentum. Oh, that was the other thing is I saw this really this is another thing I gotta share with you. Let me see. I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna try and do 2-1. I'm just gonna do 2-1 on a dip here. Let's see if I'm right. So again, I'm assuming that we're essentially net positive on this flow. This was an interesting data point, completely aside from everything that I tested, which talked about what gives you signals in equity space. And there was actually a super interesting long study. Let me see if I can make this now 1. See if this is going to resolve. Maybe it won't. Maybe I'm eventually going to get myself clipped on this thing, but it is what it is. I don't care. Again, we're just fooling around a little bit here on a Monday afternoon. I gotta find that study. Hang on, let me see if I can resolve this. Okay. What it talked about was the single best signal is daily against like a short term, like any, against the 15-minute or anything else. Meaning if the trend is up on the daily, you should be scalping to the long side on the on the short-term sides. Like the daily informed your trend really well. And what's been up for the last 8-9 days on the daily? Just absolutely, equities are up on the daily, right? So that's another reason why you want to be biased long. And anytime you have any inkling that there is strength on the 1-minute chart to the long side, we're going to try and trade that. Now, this one I may get clipped on because I sort of, I bought the dip, whatever. It doesn't matter. You're not going to get them all, but you're going to get them most, and that's the key thing. If I can get them most, I'll be fine with the trade. But you're asking me, am I biased to the long side? The answer is yes, I'm biased to the long side. Let's see if this resolves. There we go. And that resolves again. So, you know, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And you can see how like a 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, we can kind of keep clipping them, clipping them, clipping them. Now we're still net, you know, net short here in the sense that we're below the VWAP. We haven't really, you know, reversed ourselves. We could easily start selling hard. If we start selling hard, I'm definitely going to go short. But for now, we're basically green, you know, green retrace, and trading the green retrace on buy retrace pretty much worked, right? Pretty much worked over here. Pretty much worked over here. Pretty much worked over here. Pretty much even worked over here until like the third candle, right? So certainly worked over here. You know, green retrace, maintaining, you know, maintaining the trend. So you know, you just want to keep that in mind as a structure. If you took, even if you took this one, which was what, 65 to 70, yeah, this one worked, totally worked. You know, so that's, you know, that's my point. That's why we want to err on the side of the longs, not on the side of the shorts, right? So here, you know, here we're closing above the close of the prior. Well, we're not quite, but let's see. If this closes above the close of the prior, you can see, because this is the close of the prior, right? On the long side, I'm going to try and do this again. Okay, long. Just a little bit late on this one. And again, when this value shows me -20, that's when I want to do one additional add, right? So it's in retrace if it's -20, nothing before then. It's the easy way of trying to do this without having to work the ladder, which is very, very confusing and annoying for most people, including myself. So if I get to -20 here, I'll add. If I don't, I don't. And then I'll just simply adjust. All right, it was like -20 right then. Let's add this over here. Put this one over here. Yeah, maybe this one will collapse against me, but whatever. Remember, I'm doing this like literally every other candle. So if I get clipped out on a few of them, that's fine. I can always, you know, come back and reverse the other way. By the way, here I'm definitely getting a red dot, so I should really just flatten myself out. You know, I'm going to just flatten myself out here on a red dot. Flatten myself out, because obviously I'm wrong on the signal. The slope, the moment the slope goes red, you shouldn't be long, right? Especially in a trend. So now I'm gonna resume my short structure on a 2-1 basis the other way. So again, I'm going to go 20. Wait till the candle closes. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm short here. Again, should have just waited a little bit better. And then if it goes -20, I'll go add another one. If it goes -20 against me. Okay, well, it went -20. I just missed the entry. All right, that sucks. All right, it's fine. Okay, let's see if we can adjust this move to the downside. Almost there, and we get that resolved. Okay, and now I'm going to wait for the next red dot to see if I can, you know, if I can work that again. That, you know, the structure. So you pick up the flow. Yeah, I'm always trading 5 points, which is I'm trading it's 20-60. You can always see that it's 20 ticks profit, 60 ticks stop loss against this move. Okay, here we go. Let me go 2. Let me go here. The whole point, the reason why I went 2 at the beginning is because if this is a momentum move, I'm gonna make the momentum trade twice as large, which is where I want to be. I want to be, you know, +5 on a momentum move, which is 3 out of 4 times it does not retrace if it's a good trade, right? If it's a good trade, it does not retrace to -5. We'll see. You know, we'll see if it does. This one, whatever. If this one goes -20 again, I'll sell it. But so far it hasn't. See, it makes continuity. See how it makes continuity? And the whole idea is that now if we can catch 3, 4, 5 consistent green dots, we're just going to build the P&L. I'm trying to get this P&L to about a plus 100 by the end of the session with you guys, one way or the other. And we're really doing it in a very, very controlled fashion, right? Ones and twos, or twos and ones, twos and ones. Very, very small fashion. And I'm doing this with you guys today on the eval, but imagine, you're doing 100 on the funded, like in an hour. That's really, really great, because first of all, you can then chain link them into a trade copy structure. But even if you don't, you do a couple of, 3 or 4 of them go plus 100 in a day. You're in really, really great shape of running it towards target. I basically took all the research and kind of flipped the math, because one of the things I don't know if the dots thing actually showed it, but I'll show it to you in my original research. So you have like 6,000 data points, right? Out of which the retrace only triggers 20% of the time, only about 1,000 points, which means 3 out of 4 times the thing just goes momentum target, which is why I'm overweight momentum entry, right? I have a momentum entry at 2 and a retrace entry at 1, because I realized if momentum goes to target so much, I want to be overweight at that point to capture P&L when I'm right? Which, like for example, what do we capture? We captured this one and we captured this one, right? Both of them on plus fives in a nice clean fashion. You guys follow what I'm saying? And obviously, if we have a 10 or 20 minute red dot storm, right? The storm, what I'll call the dot storm, where you get like 4, 5, 6, 7 dots in a row. Then coming in momentum entry, you just piling in 20, 20, 20, 5 trades plus 100, move on to the next account. You're good to go, right? Affirmative, Spirit. Spirit, were you in the military? Good afternoon, everybody. Who's new in the chat? You're new. I'll give you the code to what we're doing. I'll give you the whole strategy website. Negative. Okay. Yeah. Because only people out of the military say affirmative. Who's new in the chat wants to know the rules of the game? I'll give you the rules right now, but you got to say if you're new. Billy, nice to have you. Okay, Billy. Anybody else new? Give me 3 new people, and I'll give you the rules to the game, and you can bookmark it. You can learn exactly what we do. You can have a really, really good time learning how to trade momentum with us. Antonio's new. Nice to have you. Okay, one more. I need one more new person, and I will give you the rules to the game. Come on. Say hello. Ronzar, nice. Okay, so watch this, guys. Let me see if I can get this for you. Shit, I hope I can. Yeah, there we go. Okay, hit this link that I put into chat, which I'm going to do over here. I'm going to just guide you. And this is literally the whole strategy of what we do. Oops, what did I just do? There we go. This is the whole DOTS playbook, including all of my latest research, which you can see here, hour by hour accuracy of what we do. Now, I'm not even doing what the research tells you. I'm doing like a variation of the research, but the point is that the research really gives you tremendous amount of confidence and understanding of why things work and why things don't work, when they work, how well they work, what the average P&L is. It just gives you a richness of data so that you can be much more confident once you understand the basic construct of what we do, okay? There's a whole bunch of stuff in our strategy, and frankly, 90% of it we're not even using. We're just using literally the simplest, easiest, pure momentum dot structures. But there's a lot of richness here that you can read. And if you're, if you get very, very interested and you want to, oops, okay, shit, I'm talking and I got to sell. Okay, let's go sell. Another red dot. This is my problem. I could either trade or talk. If I get to minus 20, I'm going to sell again on a retrace basis, but we'll see if we get there. I don't like this trade. I'm just going to get out of it for right now because I want to refocus. Now the trade, of course, is going to go my way. Because I kind of just wanted to talk a little bit about what I was doing. Fuck, now it's going to go my way. God damn it. I pussy. Look at this. The numbers were right there, right? I was like, it's a 91% bet. It's a 91% bet that dot is going to hit target. And I pussied myself out as usual on this trade. That was fucking bullshit. Okay. I had a thought. The reason why is because my mind was somewhere else. I was trying to tell you something interesting. Now I forgot. All right. Not only did I fuck up this trade, but I forgot what I was going to tell you guys. All right, whatever. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you. Yeah, if you guys are interested in actually getting the indicator and getting the signals, here's the link to coaching, which gets you the full indicator, all the signals, and the coaching with me every single week. So I forgot to mention that. Okay, so if we were looking at the dots numbers, just to kind of let you know, we're in the 1 o'clock hour, right? If you look at just the pure data, not even what I'm doing, but the pure data, the 1 o'clock hour, if we do this by hour, 1 p.m. hour, the 1 p.m. hour is actually the number one ranked hour, 91.7% accuracy, right? Out of 96 trades over the last thing. And obviously, I'll update this data as we get more data. Probably in about 2 weeks, I'll update the data so we have a real richness of. We'll probably have twice as much data points on this whole thing, but this is why I should have trusted this trade. It sucks, even when you mentally know that you have the stats on your side. It's hard to do it, right? Anyways, let's see how it trades. This is the golden hour. We're kind of flat, not a lot of action. I don't even know if we have any additional fresh news. If the Iranians showed up, let's see if we have some fresh news here. Um, all right, traffic collapses. Maybe we're going to get a little bit much more maybe we get negative as the day progresses. Oops, shit. Sell, sell, sell. Fuck. I'm not paying attention. Okay, let's see if we can hit the. Come on, come on, come on. Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. Hit it, hit it, hit it flat. Okay, good. Again, I want to go 2 on the momentum. If this red dot stays, I'm just kind of trying to see where the vibe is at this point. But now we're gonna get like the hey, traffic is stalled. Nobody really knows if the talks are good. Iranians may not be coming. We'll have to see if I think there's just a lot of ammunition thrown at the market. Although, look at this. What the fuck's going on now? Look at that. Totally reversed that move. All right. It was good that we caught that, but the move totally reverses. Ceasefire extension unlikely. Is that a headline, Antonio, or an opinion? I don't know. I mean, I think everybody at this point, this is why I think people who oppose the war and who are for the war are both frustrated. I think Trump's got to shit or get off the pot. They need to be just fucking nuked out of existence if you're going to be serious about it, or we just fold up shop and go home, because this sort of half-ass we're going to negotiate with Hitler is not a strategy that I think works in the long run. But we'll see. We don't make policy; we just trade it, right? Martin's in agreement, right? Yeah. Well, I will say this. I think everybody always underestimates at how strategic Trump is until they lose to him. I have this feeling that they have 50,000 troops on the ground that are and all the Air Force assets in the air. And I have a feeling they're going to pound the living fuck out of Karg Island. And also, this is the other thing that I read that was really, really interesting. This is from a guy who was I forgot, some really smart military analyst. When Trump was talking about killing the power plants, right? He's not talking about the power plants in Tehran that keep the lights on for the citizenry. He's talking about the whole bunch of power plants that feed their ballistic missile silos. They have like all these ballistic missiles underneath ground, and all of those places need power. And he's talking about taking out those power plants completely, because once you do that, they can't get any of their fucking ballistic missiles out, period, without power. Now, if they're going to do that as a next salvo, that could actually be a really, really smart military move. So we'll see. I think when I see this, I think I saw it on the military show on YouTube. It was really interesting analysis of what they're going to do next. So we'll see. We'll see if that plays out. But yeah, I mean, I think we're all just kind of just waiting for Godot at this point. All right, no, that was a weird spike. I thought that could have been like a news spike, but I guess it was just some kind of liquidity spike. Let's see, did anything hit the news? Do we have anything? Anti-IS protesters, blah blah blah. Iran plans to send negotiating team to Pakistan on Tuesday. That's what hit. That was a spike. I knew that looked like a half-ass news spike, and that's what it was. So yeah, so Iranians are coming to the table because I think they realize that if they don't, none of them will be living until Wednesday. I mean, all the, from what I read also is that intelligence has every one of these guys in their sights. They know exactly every step they take, and they're going to drone them out of existence if they don't come to talk. So we'll see. So maybe there is a positive flow here. I mean, the lead story here is that negotiations happen tomorrow, which means that for now, at least, we're giving give peace a chance, right? So we might have a positive flow. So let's see if we can orient ourselves to the upside right now, just off the the particular headlines, and let the the price action take us there. So this trade over here, if we stay at these levels, I'm going to go 2 long, 1 retrace. All right, 2 long, and we're done. Okay, nice small clip. See, this is what I mean about like, hey, let me get big on the momentum move and get in there. So this is the other thing I was going to say that I was trying to explain. Why minus 20? Like, what is it about minus 20 that lets me come in on the second trade? Because mathematically, that's the minus 5-point retrace just on a 2 lot, right? On a 2 micro lot. So instead of trying to figure out, oh, what price do I need to be on the market in order to come in, I just simply look at the P&L. And if I'm minus 20, I know that's I'm in the neighborhood of where I want to be on the retrace trade. And that's why I'm doing it this way. Because when you're trading this fast and you really want to just focus on execution, you can't get too cute with entries and stuff like that. So hopefully this is like a easy trick for you guys to use. Let's go long one more time. Okay, and now I'm going to go 1 against. If it goes minus 20, I'm going to add 1 on this. All right, and see, it did 1 minus 20. I'm going to adjust my targets, adjust my stops, see if I can resolve this. I'm going to flatten out over here. Here's the other thing. So here's everything that goes through my mind from the research that I've done. A good trade gets done in 1 minute, right? So if I'm not done in 1 minute, if I'm net positive, but I haven't been done in 1 minute, get the fuck out, right? Like these are all things that I'm just I know from my research. We know from my research that a good trade gets done in 1 minute, right? So if I'm in momentum, retrace, I'm not done in 1 minute, you see the thing just came right back against me, right? There's no point in holding. So you got when you're scalping momentum, you are either winning or you're out. There is no patience. There's only just brutal execution. And when you get into that mindset, you're going to be, first of all, very, very quick with your. The whole point is, I don't want to take the big losses if I don't have to, right? It's even better to just be scratch trade on what potentially could have, what may 5 minutes down the road could be a winner, than it is to be wait and hope. I think Claude called it the hope of doom. Where you're hoping that 3 minutes into the trade you're gonna recover it. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But the point is, you can always come back into this. I can always come back into this trade, right? Like right now, and take a fresh trade on the whole idea. I'm holding for 5 points, right? So it's a 20 trade. I'm just trying to make 20, try to get 100 an hour, And this is without chain linking them on a TP or anything else, right? So you get the idea. Anyway, you guys, hopefully, I love doing the afternoon trade because it's much more relaxed here. We don't have to, deal with the morning bullshit, and you kind of see all the techniques you can put into your arsenal. Now, this is a shitty hour for us. I mean, today specifically, because usually this is usually a very good. The 1 o'clock hour is the number one hour to make money on retrace trades in Q. Mondays being the worst days, so keeping that in mind. But we're doing okay, right? Let's see what we can do in the next 15-20 minutes. You can see, I don't know if you guys can see this. Where's my little magnifying glass? Is this my magnifying glass? Here's my magnifying glass. See, take profit, stop loss. These are my levels. Okay, so you can actually see my levels over here. Oh, you guys don't see it. Oh, you don't see it on my chart. Oh, I know why. You guys don't see it. You only see the here. I'll show it to you this way. Because you don't actually. I just realized you don't see my whole screen. So here's take profit, stop loss. Take profit, stop loss. Now you see those, right? My most favorite boomer tool, the magnifying glass, the virtual magnifying glass. All right, this thing, the close here is what, 92? We close 93 or higher. We're going to go long. Why not? What the fuck? Let's see. No, not quite. Probably will work, but not, not quite momentum for me right now. But look at this. I mean, we're basically 5, 6, 7 candles green, right? On a reverse. I actually should have taken this trade. Whatever. It's fine. That trade would have really worked. My instinct was right. All right, in, one down. Come on. All right, I'm taking it out. Again, I'm under a 2-minute gun. I either get done or I'm out. So it's fine. I took a little bit of P&L. Like I said, the whole idea of momentum scalping is you're either winning or you're the fuck out of the trade. I didn't want to scale down on a second or a third candle. Remember, the best retrace trade is in the first candle on the entry. Second is the max. Once you get to the third candle, it's no longer a retrace trade; it's a reversal trade most of the time. So the whole idea of like this kind of scalping is you really put yourself essentially into a 60-second to 120-second sprint and just let it work. Now, yes, I'm going to be impatient, and yes, I could have probably made the full P&L on this thing had I waited. It doesn't matter. For every one of these trades that eventually resolves, you're going to be losing on a trade that was gone. Like I said, 90% of the winning trades resolve in the first 2 minutes. So the fact this resolved in a third minute, fine. Now I'm at VWAP. I kind of want to wait because first of all, we had a pretty long move already here from like a 10-15 minute green move. And I really wanted to, if we're really going to rally, I wanted to clear it. And if we don't, you held it, got lucky. Yeah, no, I think it's fine. I'm just being very, very brutal with my get out rules because I sort of decided I'm just going to clip them. I only want the best trades. Everything else I'm throwing away on the plate. Oh, it cleared the VWAP. Yeah. Like I said, that headline flipped things around. And this is the whole thing is that it's great to have full awareness of the headline, the flow, because if you're in sync with it, if you're in sync with the headlines and the flow, you have a much stronger way of trading. What's our what are the highs here? Oh, it's 800. So we're sort of mid level on the New York session here. So there's a lot of resist here, right? Now we've kind of absorbed the news. Now we have to clear this whole 700 to 750 level, which is going to be interesting to see if they're going to be able to clear it. And you see it, remember how we were buying the VWAP in the morning? Maybe, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna do this for you guys. I'm gonna try to sell the VWAP here. And if it takes me out, that's probably a good sign that we're going to reverse. Or, we have a strong reversal flow. This is a very probative trade. That's why I just did it on one very probative trade. If they kind of fail at VWAP, great. We'll make a little bit of money here, and just see how the price action is trading. Oh, they're buying the VWAP. I'm gonna flab myself out again. Remember, I want to give myself 1 or 2 minutes of this. If it's either gonna work or not work. Bought it back, and now it's coming back down. All right, it's fine. No real setup right now, so I'll just keep watching the market. And now they're really, really bringing back up, right? Now we're gotta believe that if they close this above the VWAP here at 710, it's a pretty good sign that they want to run it higher. All right, I'm long here on the momentum move, and we'll try to sort of trade it the same way. If it's minus 20, I'll try to buy more for the dip. There we go. Oh, come on. Kiss me. Kiss me. Kiss me. Come on. All right, I'm getting out. Fuck. I hate that. I hate that. All right, fine. I'm sure it's going to go. I got a second green dot. I'm sure it's going to go. But I don't want to find out. Kiss me or leave me. All right, no green dot here so far. All right, let's see if this was just a tepid little rally and this comes right back down, or we're going to be able to stabilize, come back up again. Then now we need another green dot for us to get interested. So just missed my target. I blew out of it because again, I'm being very ruthless with my money management at this point. I'm trying basically to allow as few full stops as possible, right? And whatever tiny little P&L I can pick up, I'll pick up. Because the idea is to kind of drive this to as close to 100 as possible within an hour. Hey guys, who's new in the room who just joined us? Say hi to me. Daniel, nice to see you. We're looking for the green dot. See if we can start running the show into the 740, 750s. That's the technical resist here in this whole area over here. Basically, what is that? 700 to 743, that whole zone. Should we play a little music, guys?
The screen's glowing. It's 3 a.m. Charts are moving. I'm chasing them. Candle whispers. They speak in flames. Risk is the devil, but I play his game. Quick moves, no time to cry. It's scab or die. It's scab or die. Scab or die. I'm living on the edge. Every tick, every breath I hit. Scab or die. The thrills my high. Win or lose, I kiss the Green and red, they're my only friends. 1 minute charted, never pretends. Pull the
Basically,
trigger, my heart
calling here the VWAP.
beats. Every second, the future's the past. One shot, don't ask me why. It's scalp or die. It's scalp or die. Oh, scalp or die. I'm living on the edge. Every tick, every breath I hit. Scalp or die. The thrills my high. Win or lose, I kiss the
Yep. It's all my AI songs. I gotta make some more. I'm gonna make some more songs. That's my like little project for today.
The screen's glowing. It's 3 a.m. Charts are moving. I'm chasing them. Candle whispers. They speak in flames. Risk is the devil, but I play his game. Quick moves, no time to cry. It's scab or die. It's scab or die. Scab or die. I'm living on the edge. Every tick, every breath I hit. Scab or die.
You see, guys, like, even though this was a good example of me getting out early, was a good risk control trade. This would have been a big full stop out on essentially a failed trade, and that's where research really helps you. You know, it's the average that matters, not the exception. Like the exception was, yes, you know, if I held on this trade would have resolved. But the average says if it doesn't resolve in a minute, it's going to most likely be a loser. And so putting that pressure on yourself actually helps you really control the risk, right? Now we're sort of stalling. Now we're just kind of traveling back and forth between VWAP or not. We'll see if we get any more. It might be one of those just flat days where we did most of the work already for us. Oh yeah.
Scab or die. I'm living on the edge. Every tick, every breath I hit. Scab or die. The thrills my high. Win or lose, I kiss the sky.
right, getting it short. So if I get a red dot here, we're going to sell. We're going to take this momentum to the downside if I get the red dot. If I don't, we're going to leave it be.
I got the moves, I got the groove. Trade the dots and watch me improve. Yeah. Trade the dots. Hit the spots. Fund the prop. Make it pop. Money, money, money. Oh, it's hot. Trade the dots. Yeah, trade the dots. Spin that chart like a DJ wheel. Up and down, it's a funky deal. Risk is a dance, it's a balancing act, but I'm moonwalking on this market track. Yeah. Fingers snapping, numbers tapping, groove keep flowing, never napping. Trade the dots, hit the spots, fund the prop, make it pop. Money, money, money. Oh, it's hot. Trade the dots, yeah. Trade the
All right, that resolved on a very essentially break-even trade because it went hard against us, which is fine. If this is really going to be a down move, we'll trade the next dot down.
dots on the screen like disco lights, flicker and shine in the heat of the night. I got the moves, I got the groove. Trade the dots and watch me improve. Yeah.
And that's why I get out very quickly, because there was no continuation, right? Our whole trade is based on continuation. It's either win or die. Oh, that's a good one. No, you know what? I'm going to make a new song called Win or Quit.
It's a balancing act, but I'm moonwalking on this market track. Yeah. Fingers snapping, numbers tapping, groove keep flowing.
Headline? Any new headline?
Trade the dots, hit the spots, fund the prop, make it pop. Money, money, money. Oh, it's hot. Trade the dots, yeah, trade the dots. Cashing in, cashing out, shake it, scream and shout. Pockets fat, but I'm staying lean. I'm the king of the trading scene.
Hey, Christopher, how are you? Christopher, we're trading your favorite trade, the retrace trade. Although we're not getting any retraces right now. We're just like twiddling our thumbs. Market has been very, very flat. It's actually been like super non-continuous, right?
I got the groove, trade the dots and watch me improve.
Oh yeah, the European ambulance sirens are really, really annoying. I think they're that way for a reason. Same thing in Paris. U.S. ambulance signs are actually much easier to take. I agree. So let me see what the range actually just been very small. Right. It's like 40 points. It's not even 40 points, 30 points. I just made it a much wider range. But yeah, very tight. You're basically looking at 17, like 35-point range for the last, we go back. This is the news flip, but if you just ignore that, it's really been a tight range. Yeah, actually, I got to get the list. I'll get it for you guys tomorrow. The whole playlist is on. I forget, like, it's not on Spotify. It's on another one of those things because I didn't want to pay money for Spotify.
Disco lights flicker and shine in the heat of the night.
So again, you know, if you're looking at the price action, we're sort of holding bid here, right? Second move through the VWAP. Maybe we'll get another green dot to trade. Just another Manic Monday, right? Track. Who can guess that I like the wind instrument from the 1970s as my musical genre? Ooh, that's big up move. All right, I went long on the kind of a breakout move. If it comes back down, we'll try to average in. All right, second trade. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I just pulled myself up. So take move. But it looked like it was just going to be a big move. Till the rush feels wrong. Soon as color flips, I'm already gone. I win with dots when the candles run hot. Little lights in a line tell me jumping or not. I spin that wheel, but it's mapped on the plot. When the trend turns up. Yeah, it's a real, wow, man. It's just a. Look at that fake out move. Wow, I just totally fell for it. Wow. Flatten out. Okay. That was a bad trade. It's totally did not continue. I will wait patiently for the dot. Nah, I don't think it's not volatile enough. I think the retail sales is like it's a non-event. Wow, I really felt for that little juke over here. That's fine. There's a lot of two-way battle here, right? Still holding the lows. The short term is crawling above the VWAP, so we may actually start to break out. This may have been just an early signal. Oh, really? What do you say?
Tiny trails up the axis climb. Tap one click, I'm in just in time. Ride that wave.
That's funny. All right, I'm going to give it one more shot. Kind of trying to anticipate the dot move here. Okay. Starting to turn positive on the VWAP. I kind of anticipated this turn, but I wasn't sure that, we're going to have some continuation. Let's see if we can get some more. Yeah, no, today was definitely not the funded day. You would have had the case of the Mondays, Michael. That was a really old reference. Who knows where that reference is from? You already do. Yeah. But here's the thing, guys. So I'm trading the non-funded. I'm trading the eval account. But what you see is that you see how much it doing what I'm doing here. It's a very controlled demolition, right? You're not seeing my P&L just go absolutely crazy, negative to positive, positive to negative. It's not beautiful. It's not a straight up to 100, but it's very, very controlled on a sort of a demolition, basis idea. And that's what I'm trying to do here, because the more you can get into that groove, today is a very difficult day. If I can survive today, which is a complete discontinuous day, on a relatively net positive basis, Imagine what happens when I have a straight continuity. It's just it makes it so much easier. That's right. It's 420. You're right. I was just thinking about it. Right. Yeah, I think Kay does not trade on Mondays. You're right. That's right, Goat. It's from Office Space. That is right. It's from Office Space. One of the funniest movies ever made. All right. I was like, oh, we're getting a green dot. We're not getting a green dot. Okay. Remember that 740 is a pretty big resist here. This code is a lot of chunkiness over here, right? In the 50s, 40s. I think they're just not eager to run it yet. But it's honestly, it still looks very constructive. The fact that the dip below VWAP was very, very shallow is pretty constructive. So let's bet on the dot. All right, took myself out. Not a beautiful day, but a good enough day. We want to do 100. We made 50. Really off of a kind of I would have been close to 100 if I didn't take this bad trade. But that's what happens. You're going to take some takeout trades here on the moves. Otherwise, I just again, I wanted to just sort of show you control. Control trading in a really non-conducive environment. I mean, this is as flat a market as we've seen in a long time, right? And I still managed to squeeze out some money out of it in very, very tactical manner. Could have been a little more disciplined. Again, didn't have to take this trade, but I did get out of this trade, which was good. You did some good, did some bad. Overall, we still managed to be net positive on the trade, and we still got another hour to go. So. We'll see. We'll see if the 2 o'clock hour improves. Sorry, what? Oh, you're asking a question, Michael. Okay, guys. Fun session. Not as much as I wanted to, but also not as little. So can't complain. Hope you guys like the new approach. I really like it because it really adds all of that research that comes into it and helps you basically stay much more controlled in your trading. Right. One of the things that you want to keep remembering is that under the new Apex rules, you need to make $50 a day to kind of just keep the account alive. And if this isn't a good example of how you can do it in an hour, right? I don't know what is, and with very, very controlled stuff. So hope you guys liked it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. As always, 9 o'clock. We'll start, rocking and rolling. Thank you for coming in today. All the people who came in for the afternoon, please come in. I'm going to do the afternoon session again tomorrow. And, come with us in the morning. We trade every morning, 9 o'clock. We're not going to trade the retail. I'll leave the retail sales to you guys. I don't think it's going to be a big event. But we'll trade post-event. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Everybody have a great day. Bye-bye.